Hello Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by T, and this is your TarotScope for May, your Love TarotScope for May. And I am happy to be here and happy to serve you. And I hope you you find this reading helpful to you. Tonight we're going to call in the angels. I'm going to ring this little precious bell and call in only the highest forces of divine love to surround this reading so that the truth may be told. Okay, Leo, let's see what's coming up for you in May. What does Leo need to know about their love life for May? What does Leo need to know about their love life for May? May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. What does Leo need to know about their love life for May? Okay. Well, you have the Queen of Swords at the center of this reading. This is the Celtic cross spread. The Queen of Swords is someone who's been through a lot in their life. They've been through heartaches, and it's taught them, and they've been through betrayals, and it's taught them to be strong, but it's also taught them to be kind of independent. So maybe you're being, where you feel like you don't need anyone. You keep people away, you keep people at a distance. So you've built up this wall because you're afraid to show your vulnerability. And the Queen can sometimes appear severe to others. But the one thing about the Queen is she's very fair. Her decisions are based on the facts, not on her emotions. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can represent someone who is very much like the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But because this is in the center, it could also be qualities within you, something that you have developed over the years. So you're acting like this queen, this tough queen. No one can get close to you. You've been through the mill, and they have to go through the gauntlet to get to your heart. And here it looks like you have the Five of Cups. Here you're still suffering from the past. You're still healing from a relationship that may have ended. And you're really contemplating, you're focusing on your losses. You're focusing on everything that went wrong, and maybe you should have done things differently. You're having regrets about the past. You're thinking about the past. You're stuck in the past. And you're regretting a lot of things from the past. Maybe you were involved with someone who had some psychological problems, or wasn't, maybe was kind of a bully, or someone who didn't really love themselves, because the Strength card here is a card of taming the beast. You might have been involved with someone who was just had this wild energy, this uncontrollable energy, and you were trying to, kind of like breaking the bronco, trying to tame this wildness while you were attracted to it at the same time. It's like being in a cage with a lion and you get scratched. You know, this is powerful energy. When you're trying to control someone who's got this wildness about them, you can get hurt in the process. And so maybe this relationship has ended, or has caused you a lot of heartache. And you might still be suffering from that, or still healing from that. Maybe you feel like this person was kind of selfish and only thinking of themselves and not considering how their actions affect others. Maybe you felt like this person is not very reliable. There's the Knight of Wands here. Sometimes relates to someone who's like a heartbreaker. Someone who promises everything. They have a lot of fun, but they don't follow through. You can't count on their word. They'll tell you, yeah, I'm going to get you this, I'm going to buy you that, we're going to have this, we're going to do that. And they never call, or they just let everything slide. And you're left, hurt, waiting for the promises to be fulfilled. And you might be thinking about either moving or changing your residence, or maybe changing your job. You're kind of thinking about adventure. Like, I want something new in my life. I want to get away from this sorrow. You need to stop focusing on the past and focusing on your losses, and you need to focus on what you still have to build on. Yes, it's true you may have suffered, and yes, you may have had many losses, but you can recover, and you can build upon a new future. With the Strength card, it's also about taming your own inner beast. It's about working on yourself, working on your reactive nature, learning not to fly off the handle when things don't go your way, or learning how to learning how not to use force to get your needs met, learning how to deal with your own anger. If you don't deal with your own anger, sometimes you attract people who are angry because it's a reflection of your inner state. And so you're learning the lessons of anger, learning the lessons of emotions, and how to maintain control, how to control those crazy emotions. We all have them. We all have that wild inner child, that wild inner side that's always in danger of getting out of control. And that's why this queen is so controlled. She's so afraid. She's afraid of her passion sometimes. She's afraid of releasing that wildness, afraid of losing control. In the future here, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So even though you've come through a difficult time, you're getting your stuff together. You might be working in a career where you don't have a lot of supervision. It's kind of like your own business. Maybe you're starting a business, or you're thinking about starting a business where you can work for yourself. Or you could be working in a job where you're not managed or micromanaged, where you have a lot of freedom. Maybe you work where someone is saying, here, take this job, and you just run with it and you report back to me. Because I see these changes happening. The Knight of Wands is always like some kind of change that might involve travel. Change of jobs, change of location, change of residence. Those are all the potential possibilities with this Knight. And here, so you're surrounded by your material things here in this card, but you're lonely. And you're saying, it's great to have money, and it's great to have a nice house, and it's great to have anything that I can get materially, but I really want to share my life with someone. So you're going through that. You're starting to feel, so you may be thinking back to the past and past relationships and, all the sorrows and the hurt that you've experienced. And wondering, well, will I ever have a relationship again? Will I ever find love again? It's not enough to have material things. I need to have a partner to share it with. And here's the Magician. You have the tools for success, and you have the ability, but sometimes you doubt your ability. So if you want to create something, you have the potential to create it. You just have to believe that it's possible. That's the magic of this card. The magic of this card is, I believe I can create anything, and I'm channeling this divine energy. That's what this guy is doing. He's channeling divine energy through the power of positive thinking. So don't get caught up in the sorrow. Don't get caught up in the negativity. Focus on the positive and what you want to create for yourself. If you're involved in a relationship, there might be some choices you have to make. Because the Lover's card, this represents your environment. And if you're in a relationship and you're asking about a person that you're involved in, this represents their feelings about that relationship. So they may be in a position of trying to decide what to do. What do I choose? Either one of you, because the Lovers is always a choice between two paths. So maybe you're really deciding, do I want to live where I'm living now? Do I need to move? Do I want to stay at the job I'm at? Do I want to stay with the person I'm with? These are all the choices. And they're major choices. A part of you is feeling a little bit restless. Here's the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is wanting to, jump into something without thinking. They're just tired of the routine. Maybe you want to get away from the past and you want to start over somewhere else, somewhere in a new location. With the Knight, it can be kind of a quick energy, an impatient energy, a restless energy. So, but think carefully before you make your choices. Don't react. This is the card of reaction. When we react without thinking, we usually make the wrong choice. So what you want to do is take time out and really think. What do I need in a relationship? That's what the Lovers asks. What do I need to be happy? What type of guy or woman would really benefit my life? What kind of relationship? What does it feel like? What does it look like? What will that person be like? What is my dream lover? Is it someone that has a sense of humor? Is it someone that likes to do things? Is it someone that likes to stay at home and watch TV? We all have our needs. You have to think, what are my needs? And if you're with someone, is this person fulfilling my needs? Don't just jump out of a state of boredom or a state of impatience. Really think about, what do I have? What can I build on? Sometimes with the Five of Cups, you may be in a relationship and feeling like it's kind of breaking up, like things are not working out lately. But that doesn't mean it's over. It could mean that you just need to focus on the positive, and maybe you've been focusing on all your partner's flaws, and you haven't been focusing on the good things, the things that you can salvage in a relationship or a situation. So don't do anything hasty. That's what this card is telling you. Before you jump into something, really think about what you need and what you want. Don't go burning bridges. Because this is just a choice that's very serious. Once you make the decision and you make that choice, many times the option that you didn't choose goes away. So you can't go back and re-choose it. So make sure that whatever you decide, it's what you really want. And it's coming from a place of certainty, not a place of reactivity. Now you have the King of Wands at the end of the reading here. So this could be someone new coming into your life. Or it could be someone you already know, since it's a king. Maybe someone from the past comes back. Maybe you're thinking about reconnecting with someone from the past. This person's let me tell you, the personality of the king is very much like the Leo. He's very much like a fire sign. Wands are very outspoken, very honest. They have strong energy. When they come into a room, you notice them. They have presence. This could be someone who's very good in business. Maybe he's built his own business and he's very confident, a little bit cocky. He gives good advice. Sometimes he could be a little bossy because he's so sure he knows what's right for everybody. And he's going to tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. That's the energy of the king. He might fly into your life and maybe try to convince you to move or to change your residence in some way. And if it's not a male, the king could also represent a female with that kind of energy. Because the court cards just represent personalities. They don't always stay true to their sex. So they could be of either sex. Don't get fooled by the king. It could also be a woman with these kind of qualities. If this is a person in your future, he could be kind of hasty and impatient. Maybe he likes fighting. He likes to have that challenge, that verbal sparring, that battle. He's also someone who defends you. He sees your value. And he'll fight for you. He is adventurous, though. He is a lot of fun. And you're not sure if you can trust him or not. Is he someone that I can count on, or am I going to get hurt again? So you have some choices to make, Leo. One thing I do know is you need to let go of the past. And you let go of your heartache. That's past. This heartache, yes, it happened, but don't let it make you tough. Don't let it make you hard, where you're not able to. You need to drop your guard and let love in. And show your softer side. That's how relationships get formed. When you're too hard, you push people away. So you need to, open up. One thing I can tell you about the king is he's very honest, and he's very helpful. He could be a good influence in your life, but you have to let him in. Don't be afraid to try again in love. That's my message for you, Leo, for the month of May. You have the potential for romance, for a strong connection, especially with the Lovers. The Lovers is a major card, and it's the love card. So you have that potential. You just have to believe that it's possible. And drop your guard and let someone in. And then maybe you can have that, everything that you're working for. You can have someone to share your life and your home. So that's my message for May, Leo. And I wish you luck, and I hope you make the right choice. And I hope you're able to lower down your defenses and let love into your life for the month of May. Thank you for watching, and good luck to you, Leo.